Hey guys, Justin with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and installing the Red Rock Baja style upper grille replacement here in matte black, available for all 2011 through 2016 F-250s. Now, the Red Rock Baja option is going to be one of the most popular grills currently available for the Super Duty owners out there who are looking to completely change up the look of the front end and add some of that signature lighting at the same time. So as I pointed out at the very top of this video, the Red Rock grill is easily one of the most popular for Ford owners out there, and the overwhelming number of 4 and 5-star reviews really do back that up. Now, the reason being, it's going to deliver a very killer look along with the bonus LED lighting, but at a super affordable price point. Now, if you've browsed the site here for a blackout grill option for your Super Duty, then chances are you might have stumbled across quite a few, but in my opinion, the Red Rock here is going to deliver that very popular combination of the black Baja mesh styling along with the LED amber lighting in a great looking, great fitting package. Now, taking a closer look at the build here, guys, you are gonna notice things are pretty simple yet very durable. You're looking at lightweight ABS plastic for both the mesh and the surround, which as you can see is finished off in that stealthy matte black paint. Now, the grille is paintable, by the way, so if you ever wanted to maybe match the surround to the color of your truck for a more factory look, you can totally do that, and the mesh inside is separatable from the surround thanks to a few screws. So you can definitely pop out that mesh, take the surround to your local paint shop, have them spray it the color of your rig, and you're on to a different look. Now, the grille itself is designed to factory specifications using OEM Ford CAD data, and that's meant to be a complete replacement, which means there's no need for any cutting, no drilling, no permanent modification. And when everything is in place, this grille is actually gonna also open up some airflow to the front end of the truck. Never a bad thing, should aid in cooling with your Super Duty. But on top of the black mesh styling here, guys, Red Rock grill is also going to include those 3 amber LED running lights across the top, which is certainly going to increase the appearance over a standard grill that does not feature any lighting. Now, if you haven't noticed, that lighting has been extremely popular as of late, and those LEDs are going to tap into your factory headlight harness, thanks to the included wiring, of course, and basically illuminate whenever your parking lights or your headlights have been switched on. Now, the Red Rock grill here is also gonna be very attractive in regards to price. This thing is gonna come in right around that mid to high $200 price point, which does make this one of the more affordable options in the category that combines, the Baja look with that auxiliary lighting. But now we want to give you a better idea of how the install will go down at home. Site's going to call this one a pretty strong 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and a couple of hours or so to complete from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of just how this one will go down on your Super Duty at home, here's our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, 10mm socket, long Phillips and flathead screwdrivers, clip removal tool, wire strippers and crimpers, the provided T-taps, or if you wish to install the way we did, spade style T-tap and male spade connectors. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be installing a new grill on our F-250, so let's get started. So now that we've got our hood popped, we're going to start removing our factory grill by taking out our 4 10mm screws holding our upper grill in place. And to do that, we're going to use our 10mm socket on our ratchet. And once we have those off, we're going to use a long flathead screwdriver and pull back on the top of our grill. And we'll go ahead and push this down to release the tabs for our bottom grill clips. And you may need to do it for all of them, but sometimes just want to give you the leverage you need. And that should just go ahead and pull right off. And you can go ahead and set your factory grill aside. So before we install our new grill, we are going to need to swap over the upper mounting bracket from our factory grill to our new one. So we'll go ahead and remove that now. And we're going to start by removing our 10mm screw right in here, our 10mm socket on our ratchet. Pop that out. And this may be a pop rivet or push pin clip on yours, but on ours it is a 10mm. And once we have that done, we're gonna go ahead and pop out our main push pin clips here with our clip removal tool. We can go ahead and just remove that from our grill. Then we can go ahead and set our factory one aside. So now we can go ahead and install this bracket onto our new grill. Now you want to make sure you are working on a clean surface, or you want to lay a towel or some cardboard down so you don't scratch your new grill up while you're doing this. And we'll go ahead and line the tabs up here. Drop that into place. Then we'll go ahead and reuse our push pins. Get those installed. We'll do our 10mm screw here. Again, with our 10mm socket on our ratchet, we'll go ahead and run that in. Again, remember that is plastic, so you don't need to go crazy with your tightening. Now that we have that on, we're ready to put the clips on the bottom side, and then we'll go ahead and get it on the truck. Now we can go ahead and install our provided clips for our lower mounting point. Now you notice they have a pretty tight curve here. That is for your grill mounting side. And what you're gonna do is just slide those into place. Might be a little bit tricky because they are a tight fit. Just work them down. Take your time, get them seated nicely. Then we'll do the same thing for the other 4. And you want to make sure this little hook here is facing up and towards your vehicle, because that is what's going to help clip and retain it. Now that we have these installed, we're ready to go ahead and put it on the truck. So now that we're ready to install it, we'll go ahead and get our bottom clips lined up first. Set our top position. We can go ahead push our bottom mounting clips into place. Now these might want to move around on you a little bit, but just work them in. Now before we install our upper screws, we're going to make sure that our LED wiring is accessible to our passenger side headlight, so we can wire that in. So we're going to come under this mounting point for our grill, and we're going to reach over here next to our radiator, and we'll tuck our wiring through. Then we can pull that through to our headlight area, so we'll be able to mount that. So now we can go ahead and reinstall our 4 10mm mounting screws, again using our 10mm socket on our ratchet. So now that we have our wiring through and we can access our passenger side headlight here, we're going to reach down to our marker bulb connector, which is your gray connector here located up top. And we're just going to reach in, push down on our retainer tab, and go ahead and unplug that. Now you notice our connector already has T-taps on it due to previous installs. Your kit does come with another style of T-tap to which you can just insert your wiring here for your LEDs and then tap into your marker bulb connection, and you'll just slip your wire through here, and then slip your other wire through for your LED, and then clamp that down. Now for ease of install, since we already have this style T-clamp on, we're just going to go ahead and use male spade connectors on our LED side of our harness and go ahead and plug those in. So to do that, go ahead and take our spade connector here and we'll insert our wiring into our connector, and then we'll use our wire strippers and crimpers. Go ahead and clamp these down. Give them a little tug to make sure that's nice and secure. We'll do the same thing for our other wire here. Go ahead and clamp that down. Again, just give it a little tug, make sure they're nice and secure. Then we can go ahead and plug them in. So now that we have our connectors on, we'll go ahead and plug our solid black wire into our black and purple wire here on our harness. And then we'll plug our gray stripped wire into our yellow and blue wire here. Then we can go ahead and put our connector back in place. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our Red Rock Baja upper replacement grill with LEDs in matte black finish for your 11 to 16 F250 Super Duty. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything F250, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.